I want you to ask anyone right now, have you ever been deeply hurt? Whoever's around you right now, it could be a friend, family member. Have you ever been deeply hurt? 9 times out of 10, they're going to tell you yes. It probably was from their partner, a family member, a past friend. Just about everyone carries a story of pain. And y'all, some stories are so heartbreaking where if you heard what some of these people had to go through, you would literally be asking them, how are you even still standing today? This journey is not easy, and for some, the fire literally consumes them. And for others, it forges something new, something, some people end up seeking revenge. They want to get revenge after they've gone through something tough. And some people will turn to their faith. Some people will create communities, online safe spaces where shared pain can be transformed into collective strength. When you emerge from darkness radiant and at peace, some people will see that light not as a victory, but as a problem. And I'm still trying to figure that out. Why is that? You mean to tell me my happiness, my peace is something that needs to be fixed? Are you serious? Some people watched you suffer. They expected you to suffer forever. Your peace, your glow, your words of faith, you reminding people that there's light at the end of the tunnel, to them, oh, it's all fake. She's just putting on. He or she just putting on. This new you, it's a show. It's a facade. Maybe you sold your soul for that peace. Maybe, it can't be real. These are the people who hoped you remain stuck where they left you, hurt, replaying the past, sad, depressed, drowning your sorrows in drugs and alcohol. Why is that? Because they've been spreading this narrative. They told everyone you weren't okay, that you were mentally going through it, maybe even indulging in reckless behavior. But something just doesn't add up. Because people are going to check on little old you, and they see you out and about, maybe online, living your life, thriving. Maybe some of these people have been consulting, fake spiritualists, wanting information on your life, seeking confirmation of your downfall, only to find the readings aren't aligning with their malicious hopes. You're at peace. You're good. You got people out here looking crazy. They looking foolish. They've told the masses too much. They created fake receipts to prove something that never was true. They claimed you were sick, dealing with something deeply personal, yet you are healthy and whole. You reading your Bible, you drinking your water, you minding your business. When asked about why you went no contact, instead of them just admitting their role in your pain and mistreatment, they flipped the script. They called you crazy and they played dumb. All while you were quietly healing from the very things they inflicted upon you. And these are things that if it was exposed, if it got out, it would shatter their entire reputation. But nobody's asking your side of the story, so that's the only thing that's protecting them. They say you're isolating or distancing yourself because you think you're better. And the truth is you're praying to God that your paths never cross again with the very people who went out of their way to hurt you. Because if you had to heal from something they did, there's no going back. I wish you well, but I'm moving on. To call your transformation that you've undergone the peace you now are walking in, to call it fake or not real is an insult to the Most High God. We are not saying we are perfect or that we've reached this, summit of our spiritual journey, but God does not play when it comes to the work he does in his children. While some people wake up thinking of their next attack against you, we are waking up praying over ourselves, our homes, our children, our loved ones, and yes, at times even our enemies. We ask the Most High to work a miracle through them to prevent Satan from using their vessels as playgrounds for negativity. I've been talked about like a dog, falsely accused, connected to situations, said, did all kinds of stuff that I never did. I was never sick. I went through something that I had to heal from by the very people that have a lot to say about me. They're not telling that part, but I went through a lot and I turned to God. I am single. I'm not having sex. You know, you cannot fake God-given peace. I watch what I focus on. I don't engage with drama. You know, if you bring in drama to me, I will probably, change the subject, or not say anything at all, because I don't want to be a part of it. Some people in your life right now, they desperately need a reaction from you. For whoever made it this far into the video, there are people in your life who need a reaction out of you. They need to prove to the same crowd they lied to that you are exactly like them. They described you as walking in that same low energy, but you're not. So now they need to trigger you, orchestrate a perfectly timed moment to post or have their "I told you so" moment. Do not give it to them. Remain in that energy God has given you. Do not step outside of that. Protect your peace as if it was the most precious jewel you possess. There are people who know you. They spent time with you. They know that you're a good person. But for some reason, they feel they need to now go against you, to speak ill about you, to team up with other people, get other people on board. These are people that are on assignment for the enemy. They got to keep this false narrative up. I need you to keep your focus on God. If the people in your life don't have enough sense or respect to just simply ask, "Hey, is this true?" I don't care if they listen to your mama, your grandmama, your cousin, well, it's coming from them, so it got to know the devil will use anybody. If they don't have enough sense to ask you if something is true, they don't deserve the title of friend or family. Keep that distance. If someone can quickly turn on you over a lie, thank God for that revelation and keep that door shut.